Welcome to this tutorial video to learn how to get in touch with IRCC. There are many reasons to get in touch with IRCC, and this is the best and most secure way to ensure that your request has been received by IRCC and to ensure that has been received by the appropriate office. To access the IRCC Webform, you can simply Google IRCC Webform and pick this option. This will bring you to this page where you have options, other options, but in order for you to continue, you must pick this option. It's to update or ask about your application. This will give you the option to contact IRCC in order to make changes to your application, such as change or update your contact information. It is very important that you inform IRCC immediately as soon as you know about any changes in your residential address or email address. This will ensure that your contact information are up to date and avoid delays in processing your application throughout the process. Also, you could add, change, or cancel a representative on your file. Just so you know, at the moment, you do not have a representative on your file. We have facilitated the referral for resettlement in Canada, and at the moment, we are not your representative. To appoint a representative, you must download and fill out a specific form and upload it to IRCC to your file using this option right here. A representative could be a paid representative, immigration lawyers or Canadian regulated immigration consultants, or unpaid representative such as friends, family members, or non-for-profit organizations. You could also use this web form to add a document to your application to support your application. For example, if there are any changes in your family composition, such as a new birth, a death, marriage, or divorce, you should upload any pertaining documents and inform IRCC of those changes. Also, in some instances, IRCC could require additional documents from you, and you will also be asked to use this web form to provide those documents. Additionally, if you obtained new personal documents such as a new passport, renewed your current passport, or obtained a refugee status determination, a UNHCR registration certificate, or renewed your certificate, then you should immediately inform IRCC by uploading a new copy to your file using this web form. For any additional requests, such as informing IRCC of current security threats or issues you're encountering in your country of asylum with the authorities, such as arrest, detention, deportation letters, or issues pertaining to the legal status in the country, then you should be using this option right here under Other. You could also inform IRCC or ask about the status of your application and the processing stage at which your application is currently being assessed. However, we should also let you know that IRCC do their best to reply to all requests, and sending multiple requests asking for status update will actually delay the processing of your application, because immigration officers will have to reply to your requests instead of spending their time assessing your file. So be mindful of the information that you are requesting, and please focus on sending information that are useful in order to inform IRCC of your situation. In order to access the web form, once you pick your option, you will get to this page and you'll have to select who is the person submitting this web form. Usually it would be you, the principal applicant. You will have to answer a few questions. These are your personal information, such as your first name, last name, your email address that is currently associated with your application. Confirm the email address, your date of birth, year, month, and day, your country of birth, and your application number. Again, your application number is the number, um, it's a 10 characters that start with the letter G. And you should have received your G number from your caseworker, and it's included on any communication that IRCC will send you after. If you do not have your G number, please get in touch with your caseworker. Then you will have to answer what did you apply for, and for your situation, you've applied as a refugee and you submitted a refugee permanent residence application. So you'll have to pick those two options in your form. Your UCI number, it is the unique client identifier, which is the number that has been assigned to you for the first time that you've applied for an immigration status to Canada. This number will not change despite the different applications that you make. Therefore, it is a static number. You should have received this number from your caseworker as well, and it's also included on all the communication issued by IRCC. If you do not have this number, please reach out to your caseworker. Once you enter your UCI number, and just so you know, it will appear as asterisks, right? So once you finish it, so therefore you will have to be sure that you use a verified device or a laptop in order to avoid leaking your personal information. Okay, in the box here under tell us about your request, you will have to tell IRCC why are you contacting them. If you are reporting an incident, please ensure that you provide comprehensive details about when it happened, why, what happened, what are the consequences, and identify any urgent needs that you are asking for. If you just report an incident, IRCC will not know what to do with it. So therefore, you will have to follow up and ask for perhaps consideration for priority of processing or for protection. You might ask any other questions pertaining to your application. However, just be clear about what is the issue and what you are requesting in order to inform IRCC and get the best out of the help they can offer. Okay, once you're done, you will have to read this disclaimer. Once you agree, you review your request. You will see your request in written format. Feel free to take a screenshot of that if you'd like, and then you can submit your request. Once your request is submitted, you will not receive any emails or any communication. You will just see a letter here confirming that your web form has been submitted. Also, IRCC will not reply to you immediately and will not tell you that we have received your web form. They will either reply to your requests or issue any documents or things that you might have asked for that is within their abilities. Another very important aspect of this web form is that you must keep your contact information, that is your residential address and email address, always up to date to avoid missing any communications from IRCC. So if you are going to change your address, your residential address, or change your email, you must inform IRCC immediately and preferably before the change takes place. Again, it's very similar process. You answered a few questions. In here, your application number is the G number with 10 numerical characters. You applied for a refugee, and under the refugee permanent residence, your unique client identifier, UCI number, and under tell us about your request, you pick the option that is appropriate for you, is changing your residential mailing address, your email, or both. Once you pick what's applicable, sorry, let's say you're changing your residential address, then you select the country. Once you select the country, the address format will change based on the address format of that country. So don't be alarmed to see those asterisks that are for North American addresses. And then following that, you will choose what you're trying, what is it that is going to be changed, which is your residential address, and you give the date on which this change will take place. And then you read the disclaimer, you agree to it, you review your request, and you submit your request. Again, this is the best way to get in touch with Immigration, Refugee, Citizenship Canada about any applications, and rest assured that we do not have any other way of reaching out to Immigration, Refugee, Citizenship Canada other than using this web form. So we encourage you to learn how to use it and advocate for yourself, inform IRCC of any changes in your circumstances, in your family composition, if you've obtained new documents that you'd like IRCC to be aware of, or if you have just simply questions about the processing of your application. This is the web form. This is where you can get in touch with IRCC, and we encourage you to make use of it in order to keep your file up to date and inform IRCC of any changes in your circumstances. If you have any questions, please reach out to your caseworker and we'll be happy to assist you. Thank you.